Hello everybody, one more time. My name is Alex Centeno with Mercados Interactive Partners, and in this very quick episode I wanted to talk about the concept of perception. Perception strategically is very important, not only in physical business but also interactive business, especially when we're dealing with websites, interactive marketing and so forth. It is extremely important to understand the concept of perception because that allows you to apply other concepts to that involved perception in order to change people's attitudes towards your products or services. So anyways, I wanted to take a look at a couple of examples, and I'll close up with a little bit of an explanation. Let's take a look. In this image here that I have, it is an optical illusion by National Geographic Channel that in fact, if you haven't checked out, they have a new series of programs called Brain Games. Brain Games is a series that talk about perception by human brain. How is it that we perceive things? How is it that we think about things? And how our brain sometimes tricks us into believing things. So let's take a look at this photo by National Geographic. And what would you say if I told you that these two boxes are the exact same shade of gray? Can you see that? Or do you see the upper box being of a darker gray than the one at the bottom? And what happens is that gradients and shadows are what are tricking your brain, giving you clues and biases and making you believe, because of past experiences with shadows, they're making you believe that the one on the top is darker than the one at the bottom. So let's take a look. Let me just go ahead and move this right here. I'm just going to cover this part right here so that it's easier for you to see. As you can see now, it becomes almost a little bit more clear, or clearer, I should say, that both are in fact the same gray. But let's say that you're not convinced still, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a color picker here, place number one here and number two here, and I'm just going to take the window. Let me just see the info panel here. So let me see, info panel here. There you go. And now you can see that number one picker is 127, 127, and 127. And picker number two is 127, 127, 127. So let me just go ahead and put another one here in the red arrow so that you see that indeed it's red. So 166, 44, and 43. So what it means is basically that these are indeed the same shadow of gray. This one and this one. And it actually becomes a lot more evident when you're actually, seeing it with that black box that I've placed right here. So if we actually go ahead and remove this, it's probably, again, your brain goes into believing, even though I already proved to you that these are the same shade. Now, because of the highlights and the shades, now you start believing once again, your brain is tricking you into believing that this one is darker than this one. Now, what is the benefit of understanding perception in online marketing? Well, first of all, let's talk about the fact that beliefs are based on one's intuition, senses, and otherwise preconceived interpretations of our reality. So we believe what we perceive. So in order to change people's perceptions, you can do that by directing their focus and attentions, because the manipulation of their human senses indeed is going to give you their manipulation of their beliefs. Okay, so and I don't want you to automatically think about the word manipulation in negative terms. Manipulation maybe sounds too harsh. It's just the concept is basically just changing direction and focus and attention. So the way that you change someone's beliefs is to change their perceptions, and the way that you change their perceptions is to change their beliefs. So in other words, beliefs and perceptions are interconnected and feed on each other. So let me give you a couple examples. So if you believe that you're an attractive person and you see yourself in the mirror, then you see yourself more attractive, right? And by seeing yourself in the mirror more attractive, you believe it. And because you believe that you're more attractive, then so you see yourself in the mirror more attractive. So in other words, it's like this successive cycle that feeds on itself. Let's talk about another example. So when someone is depressed, it may be because they believe there's nothing to be happy about. And this belief is based on their perception of their life and circumstances and whatever they're going through. So by focusing and paying attention to bad and difficult circumstances, their truth becomes exactly that sadness and depression. So in order to change the belief, they need to start changing their perception. And to change the perception, they can change their focus and their attention. So try to focus on the things that they like, the things that are going well in their life, etc. I could give you other examples, but I guess you get the point. So the concept of this is just to I wanted to show you this optical illusion because I wanted to demonstrate to you that indeed your perception is not a good way of understanding what's going on in reality. In other words, perception doesn't display reality with all its colors, and it doesn't display the truth. But the truth of the matter is that you live your perceptions. In other words, you believe them. You end up creating your belief system based on your perceptions. Why is this important in online marketing? You're probably asking. Well, the concept is that because of people interpreting their beliefs based on their perceptions, then we enter another concept, and I'm just going to mention it. I'm not just going to go deep into it, but the concept of persuasion. So persuasion is the action or fact of changing someone's convictions or beliefs of something. Okay, so by understanding what their perceptions are and by understanding their beliefs, you can actually persuade them. You can change their focus or their attention to actually change their beliefs. And why is this important? Because people actually have certain beliefs about your products and services. People have certain perceptions about your products and services, and by changing those preconceived interpretations of their reality, then they may be more prone to purchasing what you have to offer, because it might be a solution to the problem that they're facing. And that's exactly what we all as human beings do. We have different set of skills and talents, and we use those talents and skills to fulfill the needs of other people. And that's pretty much the definition of marketing, right? We're trying to fulfill the needs, desires, and preferences of our target audiences. So by understanding the concept of perception, we can move into the concept of persuasion, and obviously provide better chances to our products and services to be purchased. I hope that this has raised a little bit of your understanding of the concept of perception and persuasion, and that by raising awareness over it, that you can start applying these concepts and start marketing your practice a lot better online. Again, if you have any questions, just let us know at Mercados Interactive Partners by going to www.mercados.com, merkados.com. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye-bye.